So, Guardians 3 is now out worldwide because, it is. So, yeah, let's talk about it. Fun fact, Australia got it a day early, so, let's go. So, I saw it before most people in the world. Epic. Also, yes, I am back on the man emoji. I haven't uploaded since March because my microphone had some troubles. I mean, we kind of all been slow, but that's actually good because, we're trying to focus on quality more, but hey, we're back. But anyways, back to the actual point of the video. I saw Guardians 3, but what did I think about it? Also, for the record, there's not going to be any spoilers in this video, so don't worry. And thankfully, this movie is actually amazing. It's so good. It reminded me of the old days of Marvel movies, the old MCU, and I miss the old MCU so much, and this reminded me of it, and this had that flavor. It was so good. Like, man, this movie was so good. When I walked out of the theater, I was smiling so much. I was just so happy. This was a great movie, even though it was actually really serious. Of course, you still have the joke here and there, and of course, it's an MCU movie, so there has to be jokes, and it's a Guardians movie, which the jokes are more prevalent in, and every movie has jokes, but, this movie was actually decently serious, and not everything was a joke, which has been a big problem with Marvel recently. Not everything was a joke, and it was so good. And the jokes were actually funny. The jokes were actually pretty funny, which, of course, both Guardians movies, the jokes are funny, but, recently, the jokes haven't been that good in Marvel movies. So the jokes were actually funny. So let's go. And another thing that hasn't been that good in recent Marvel movies was the CGI, and once again I can thankfully say that the CGI looked beautiful in this movie. It looked so great, and it was just amazing to look at, so props there. But one thing about the serious tones, I do have to give a warning, there is really heavy themes such as animal abuse in this movie. And when I say animal abuse, it's really heavy in this movie, it's one of the main themes of the whole film, because it explains Rocket's backstory and has a lot to do with that. So just be wary of that, okay? But honestly, this movie was great, and it's what Marvel really needed. And if this was bad, then, there would be no hope for Marvel. Because, come on, this needed to be good, and thankfully it was, so let's go. The acting in this movie was phenomenal, especially with Star-Lord. Star-Lord's acting was great, and Bradley Cooper's voice acting was amazing in here as well. They really do shine, and I loved it. But that's not to say it was just Chris Pratt and Bradley Cooper who shined. Everyone shined. Every single character and actor got their moment to shine, and no one felt wasted. No one felt wasted. And the High Evolutionary was a great villain. He was scary, he was menacing, and you wanted to see him lose, which is what a villain needs. So the villain, High Evolutionary, was amazing, and he was great, and also had great acting. He was performed really well. Very awesome. Very great work. But of course, this movie isn't perfect. There are flaws with it. It's not, the best thing ever. It was amazing, but it's not the best thing ever. And one of those flaws is Adam Warlock. I mean, he was just a henchman. He was really just a henchman. And he wasn't really Adam Warlock. He didn't feel like Adam Warlock. He was kind of just there. He was just there. His introduction was really cool. That was really cool. But throughout the movie, he just becomes like a henchman. And he just feels like he's here because he had an end credit scene in the past movie. So, I mean, his actor was great, though. His actor still did a great job. And the introduction of his character in the film was amazing. So there's that. But, he just kind of felt like a henchman throughout the movie. And, yeah. Also, the choreography was great in this movie too, which really surprised me. There's one specific scene where they're in a hallway and they're fighting, and it looks great. It was perfect. And the characters have just developed so much since the first movie. Over the MCU, these characters have grown so much, and it was great to see. And it was great to see the characters interact and just work well together in this movie. This movie was just so well written, and the characters were so well written as well. James Gunn did a great job with this, and James Gunn just did a great job as a whole with his part of the MCU, which are the Guardians. He did so well. So to sum it all up, Guardians 3 was great. I really loved it, and I'm so happy it turned out the way it did, because the Guardians films are amazing, and it needed a good, great, satisfying send-off, which this movie was, and I'm happy it was. James Gunn did well. All the actors did well. It was just great. It was a great movie. The CGI team did well. Everyone did well. Great movie. But this probably is going to be Marvel's last good movie. I don't know if there will be another great one, but you never know. But this was amazing, and I don't think there'll be another Marvel movie that will live up to this. I mean, Secret Invasion looks really good. It looks cool. I hope it is good and cool. But other than that, maybe that, and this, I don't think that Marvel will be able to get back to this height. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe the Spider-Man trilogy will be as good as its first. We'll see. So hopefully there'll be another good Marvel MCU property like this, because this was amazing, but I don't think there will be. This is most likely the last good MCU movie, but, you know, I'm open to surprises. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.
Take me back to the place.